Hey guys, welcome to Midwestern Front. Today I'm starting my brand new segment which is called Bespoke. And Bespoke is essentially my opportunity to share with you some of the top fashion related stories that I found on blogs and that I've talked with people about on Twitter, and pretty much share with you my random thoughts on those subjects. I know, you're welcome. Let's get started. Okay, so I thought that we would start this off with a story kind of straight off of my BlackBerry. I'm going to read it from there because it actually has a quote involved, and it involves one of my favorite Knowles sisters, which if you follow me on Twitter, you know is not Beyonce. So we're talking about Solange, who's got a lot of great press recently over the past week because of her photo shoot and her interview. But I actually have a quote from her from New York Magazine, from The Cut, and it has to do with her sudden uninvolvement with the House of Dairy Online, which is disastrous. So anyway, she says, I was initially involved as a spokesperson, but the clothes just didn't reflect my personal style, and I decided to hand that over, end quote. She adds, quote, that's the great thing about my family. We work together so closely that if something's not working out, we can be honest about it, and there won't be any grudges or issues, end quote. So she decided that she was no longer going to front the line. I guess she probably wasn't comfortable with representing it because it didn't represent her personal style. And I think that we all know that it doesn't necessarily reflect Beyonce's style either. I have always had kind of a huge problem with the line because Beyonce doesn't wear the line, which is kind of curious. So I am just hoping that they don't Kelly Rowland her. I mean, I know that she's blood, but I have trouble believing that there's not going to be kind of any grudges held about that one. So that's the lead-in story for today about Solange. I'm really liking what she's doing, transitioning her hair, by the way. That's an aside. Britney Spears is going to be designing her own clothing line. So while we're on the subject of singers turning into fashion designers, or at least fronting fashion lines, Britney Spears is going to be doing that. And Madonna's clothing line, which comes out on August 3rd, they actually launched the line, and she and her daughter Lola have started a blog as well. So it's pretty much Lola's blog, and I tweeted about this because I find it really bizarre that Lola and I have so much in common, considering that there's such a spread in our ages. If I was a fast girl, I could be her mom. Anyway, so on the blog, it's kind of a typical teenage blog. It's got a lot of ers and ums and obsessivo. She talks about how she hates gladiators and she wants everyone to stop wearing them. And her blog role includes Rumi and Jane and Brian Boy, so that's kind of, I guess, typical. So if you want to check that out, it's at materialgirlcollection.com/blog. Tyra Banks is getting into the digital media game as well, not having a lot of detail about what she's going to be doing with that, but she's going to have a website that pretty much, I think, speaks to what she tries to do with girls and self-empowerment and really feeling good about your body and self-esteem. So she's bankable, so I think that that will probably go pretty well for her. Let's see here. I have a special comment, but I think I'm going to save that. We'll go back to that. Oh, the diapers. Stop it with the diapers. Huggies has those jean diapers, and now Cynthia Rowley is going to be designing diapers for a special Target collection, apparently. This has to stop. I tweeted about this. It's child abuse. Please, 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 do not put your children in these designer diapers. It's just not right. Let's see. Oh, I favorited this YouTube video, but Joanna Knowles, who's the editor-in-chief of Marie Claire, did a What's in My Bag, and it was supposed to kind of be a parody. I guess she was interviewing All That Glitters, and she took a stab at doing the What's in My Bag, and she did a really, really phenomenal job at it, and I think she had fun with it. Maybe that's just me. Oh, and there were a pair of Birkenstocks in there, by the way. Project Runway is going to extend to 1.5 hours. So I think that that's a very good thing, although the last season was a little bit lackluster. This may turn into a good thing, but they really got to get a cast of characters that are a cast of characters. So we'll see how that works out. And then finally, I wanted to do kind of a special comment about Naomi Campbell. Now, we all know that she is going to be testifying in that blood diamond trial, and then this week there were some photos that turned up of her where you could see that she was losing her hair under her wig and or weave. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit because a lot of people were discussing it on Twitter, and I kind of thought to myself, I mean, get real. She's 40. I think she just recently turned 40, and she's been in the business for a lot of years, and I am certain that her hair has taken a lot of heat over the years. And I just kind of feel like, well, people in ribby houses should not throw stones. I've worn extensions, and I know a lot of people that have, but I think that it's just, I think people are getting judgmental about it. And then also, I'm going to tell you, and I know that you'll probably agree with me, how many of us would give up every strand of hair on our head if we could have that woman's body? So I don't care if she's bald or not. I don't care if she throws stones or not. She is a phenomenal woman, and I think you guys should really lay off of her. Okay? Well, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's right above. And then also, give me some comments. Let me know how I'm doing. If you have any story ideas, leave them in the comment box below. And I will see you guys on the next segment.